Okay, I'm going to go ahead and make a window. They are actually pretty easy to make by just using the rectangle tool and offset. So I am going to start by drawing a rectangle. From there, I'm going to take offset, and I'm going to offset this twice to kind of make, I don't know, almost like a three-dimensional, like more of a layered window instead of just something simpler. So I'm going to offset this twice. Okay. From there, I'm going to make the little like window panes, and I'm going to use my line tool. And I am going to go from this inner offset and go midpoint to midpoint right across. Okay. From there, I'm going to take offset again, and I am going to offset this. I always have trouble with offset, and honestly, I'm too lazy to like type in the dimensions, so I usually just just eyeball it. In theory, you're supposed to be able to double click, but for some reason, it has not been working right to set the previous offset. So I'm just going to eyeball it to where I think it looks good. All right, so there's my window. Now, what I can do is I can take my eraser and go ahead and erase those inner lines I drew midpoint to midpoint, and take push pull, and I can push pull that out a little bit. However, maybe I want shutters on it, okay? And if I want that, what I can do is I can take my rectangle tool. Yeah, that looks good. I'm gonna go ahead and offset this again. Let's try and keep it close to the frame on the window. And then I'm just gonna go and use my line tool and just kind of go midpoint to midpoint a few times just to kind of split this all up. Okay. From there, I am going to go ahead and select this and just copy it. So, move tool. As I drag it, I'm going to tap Control on my keyboard. There we go. And then I can snap it into place by putting my cursor on the corner of that. Now, I'm going to tell you, I typically like to color these at one time and then go back and add the details. Like I select the whole thing because I really do not like to do all the details. Like I would rather color it one color and then just color separately, like the few small things. So I'm going to pick, let's go with a gray here. Okay. And then I'm just going to go back and let's go to glass and mirrors. Let's do some glass on here. And then from there, I can push pull it. It's a lot easier to do it this way. So push pull and push pull this all out. Oh man, that is hard to see. All right, so there you have a very, very basic window with shutters. I'm going to go ahead and select the whole thing to group it together because if I wanted to move this, obviously it's in a bunch of pieces. So I'm just going to group it. I don't really mess with components when I do this. I just select the whole thing, right click, and just make it a group. And that, for what I do, that is simple enough. I don't need to mess with the components of it. All right, well, thank you for watching.